I've long thought that Satan's favorite drink is Monster Energy, and now I finally have someone backing me. Let's take a look.
Look at your M closely. There's a gap right here in the letter M. It's never connected. So you go into Hebrew. The letter Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. Short top, long tail. You could have here in Hebrew 666 on the can. But my interest is the word monster. What do you see in the O? There's a cross.
Okay.
What has Christ got to do with an energy drink, let alone the name Monster? So I thought, well, maybe this is a Christian company then. BFC at the bottom of the can. Do you know what that stands for? That's the F word. Big can. In fact, they write it on the side of the can, so I know that's the F word.
Okay.
Now, do you know what a MILF is?
Yes.
That's on the box. MILFs dig it, and you will too. This is not a Christian company at all. So why would they have put a cross on the can? Here is the message. Antichrist. 666 in Hebrew. Is there another agenda here? If God can use people and product, so can Satan.
Yeah, my mom, is she a real cut-up or what? Oh, lordy, lordy. I do want to address one factual error that we know she made. It's important to note that the number of the beast is not 3 6s, but 666, as in 666, which would not be represented in Hebrew by 6 repeated 3 times. That's according to my notes right here, which were also written by the devil. Yeah, that's intense Hebrew school right there. Well, where should we start with this lady? She believes what she's saying. I admire people with convictions, you know.
The last time I saw a white woman talk about something short on top and long on the bottom was when they were making fun of someone's mullet. You know what I mean? Like, that's just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think the question that I'm wondering over here is, did you guys think that she knew or thought she was a MILF as she said that word? Is that why you think she knows what it means?
She is a MILF, I tell you.
Yeah, she was like, a MILF, look right here. Okay, so
I'm crazy.
I know.
is there some part of you that kind of admires people that believe these things that much? Because beyond the crazy part, like there's obviously a crazy element to this, but there's another part of me that I watched someone that like put this all together, really thought this thing through, and it made sense to her, and she linked it all together, and like she figured it out in her own mind, and I sort of admire that, you know what I mean? There's something about conviction.
I'm curious, what was the first thing that drew her to it to even think that way? You know
She
what
probably
I mean?
was drinking a lot of Monster Energy, and
Yeah.
you start.
Moment.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I wouldn't say conviction so much as ignorance. I sometimes am a little bit. I admire a little bit just because, I think that being sort of hyper analytical to the extent that you can see all sides of it and not just the sides that you want to see, makes for an unhappy existence for the most part. That like you can be so I guess it is conviction, so intensely believing of one particular thing that like everything else, there's so much confirmation bias, you don't even pay attention to anything else, that makes someone probably pretty happy and able to go through life just like, have it all figured out.
Knowing their shit. So as we mock this woman, what if she's right and Monster is in on this? What if Monster...
Right.
You know, what if the joke is on us and Monster is Satan's drink and,
the devil's product.
Yeah.
Well, she says something in there when I was reading it, that this is the devil's product or Satan's product, and I was thinking, well, what's God's product? You know what I mean? Like,
God's
it's such a bizarre
is-
thing to say.
God's product, I guess, would be I drink that reverse osmosis water. Are you guys doing that? No. It's very pure and fresh, and you don't do that? We're in LA here. No one's doing that.
God's product, I don't know, I think it's like Tempur-Pedic, personally.
It's very fluffy, like a pillow, and God is in heaven, clouds, pillows.
Lube, that would be God's product.
One of the things that I do think is really, lube is God's product. Yeah, there you go.
It's going to flow right past that.
I don't, okay, lube. One of the things that I think is kind of funny about this is that people always think, like, okay, that makes sense to her, right? This idea that Satan did this Monster Energy drink. But don't you think Satan has bigger fish to fry? Like, this reminds me of the other side of the coin when athletes always immediately thank God. They spend their whole lives training to be better, being the best they can. They work out all day long. They do everything they can to be better. And then the second something good happens, they thank God, even though they should be it's the reward of their own work that they did. So it's sort of the same thing. Like, why would Satan? She's thanking Satan, but don't you think Satan is up to more devious stuff than energy drinks?
He likes to get on the ground level, I guess, with Monster drink. That's so ridiculous.
Oh, so this is Satan's grassroots stuff, like get
Yes.
everybody hopped up on caffeine, and then they start doing mischievous things.
Yeah. You'd think that she'd make that argument more easily about like pretty much any alcohol brand out there, pretty much any sort of illicit substance out there, which we'll talk about later, I know. But I mean, I don't know. A, I'm a Jew. B, I drink Red Bull, so I don't. It doesn't apply.
A Jew drinking Red Bull. This panel is over.